Good morning. Thank you for joining Cooking with Gina Bug. I just wanted to, I had some stuff I had to get up this morning and do for Cooking with Gina Bug, and I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to be doing some cube steak. What we're going to do today is we're going to make country fried steak. Sift your flour before you put it in there. My grandma did this, and everything that she done, I think there's something we can do, because my grandma used to do this, and I mean, she went out and made her own butter. So I think this is something we can do. Once you sift your flour, you want to get you some buttermilk. I've got a glass bowl, and I just filled it up just a little bit. I've let it get to room temperature, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it. You know, as much salt and pepper as you want. My suggestion is you add it to the milk, to the buttermilk, and not the flour. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of salt in there. I love salt. Everybody who follows my show knows I love salt, and I love pepper. So I'm going to pepper. I'm going to cover the top of it with that. And I use fresh ground pepper. I love fresh ground pepper. But this is what it should look like, just like this. You want it just like this, you know? Can y'all see that? Okay. See that? All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our cube steak. Now, I did pay a little much for this. Got it at Piggly Wiggly. It's upside down. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's not. I paid $11 for this. That's probably a lot. But I want y'all to see how much I got. I mean, you see all that? I remember when cube steak, it was something that nobody ate. But this is actually a piece of steak. You know, this is pretty meat. And if you do this after you put it in your frying pan, you're talking about good gravy. Oh my goodness, it's the best gravy ever. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our cube steak. Now, in the process of this, you want to go ahead and start your iron skillet. Let me move you around a little bit here. Don't have no help this morning. So you want to take your iron skillet, which is this. And I've got butter. See, I've got butter. I just drizzled butter all around, made a little spider web. And then I coated it with vegetable oil. Because you don't want to make it soggy. You want enough in there to cover. And then you want to put your stove on about a medium high, because you want it hot. So I'm putting mine on medium high, which is right in the middle. I'm going to take our patty right here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in our buttermilk, just like that. Now, you can't use this buttermilk for anything else, because you're putting raw meat in it. I know I shouldn't have to tell you that, but... And then you just, see that? And then you're just going to lay it over, and you're just going to pat it. Just pat it. That's all you got to do is pat it. Can't use this flour for anything else either. You're going to pat it until it's not wet anymore. That makes sense. Just pat it. Do not roll it. Do not roll it, and do not cover it. Just lay it in the bowl and let it do it itself. Okay? Can you imagine what our grandmothers, great-grandmothers had to go through to fix meat? I mean, I think about that all the time. I was like, my Lord. My grandma probably had to go out and kill, had to feed the cow and grow it. Then had to go out, kill a cow, and skin it and do all that stuff, and then had to bring it in and then cook it. So we're very, very blessed that we don't have to do all that. Done a lot of work. That's probably after she went and worked the garden and went and got well water to wash her hands off with. Okay, you see this? That's what it should look like. You see how pretty that is? No more than that. You can throw a little bit, just a tiny bit of flour into your thing just to see if it's ready, if it sizzles. Let's see. Mine's not sizzling. So as soon as it's ready, because you want it sizzling. And we're gonna cook it. We're gonna cook it on each side about maybe 2 minutes. And if you want to use, as my husband calls, microwave time, you can set your timer to 2 minutes, however you want to do it. Waiting on our eye to get hot, but make sure it's like a medium high. You want it hot enough so your flour doesn't come off of your cube steak, because it will. And I'm gonna show you a trick to use how to pick. You don't want to burn it. First of all, you don't want to burn it. You don't want to overcook it. Now I can take this cube steak and I can put it over there in my pressure cooker and put me a little bit of brown gravy, make me some gravy and put in there. Woo! Little onions and mushrooms, and let it just cook away. And it's the best. I mean, you can cut it with a fork. It's so good. So, okay, guys, we finally, it was hot enough to put it in there. So I want y'all to look. This is what we got. You don't want to put more than 2 in there, though. You want to make sure you only have 2, because your flour is going to kind of give it some, and this is going to be some good gravy right here. I'm talking about some good gravy. But make sure you don't put more than 2. And see how it's really hot? You want to keep that. You want to cook it. Like I said, you can use microwave time or whatever you want to. About 2 minutes on each side. 2 to 3 minutes. You want it done. So make sure it's done. Usually I do about 3 minutes. I've got my dial on about medium high. So on each side for about 2 minutes. And we'll be done with this. I took it out of my frying pan and then I put it over on my plate. I use these 2 to pick it up with. Use one on the front, one on the back. I never put any kind of metal into my iron skillet. I know that's a wise tale, but I don't do it. I try not to anyway. Sometimes I do. I mess up and do it. But this is what your country fried steak looks like. It looks beautiful. We're going to cut it open and see what it looks like. All right, let's cut it open. Oh, it's so tender. I don't even need this this knife. Look at that. Look at that. I see that? That is so pretty. I bet you this is delicious. Gotta have light. I don't need it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, good. The perfect way to do a southern style cube steak right there. If y'all need any help with anything with this video, please contact me. But thank you for joining Cooking with Gina Bug. And as always, stay cooking.
Thanks for watching Cooking with Gina Bug. Please be sure to follow so you don't miss out on any future videos.